Hello. Today we are going to play mono white humans with the new hotness. So March of the Machine just came out, and it's got March of the Machine Aftermath or whatever just came out, and it's got this new card called Coppercoat Vanguard. Why it preview card. Okay, so each other human you control gets +1/+0 and it has ward. This card's pretty busted in terms of a human shell, right? So how do you play with this card? It's new. I have to think it's a little bit better than the other card that did this was kind of Unsettled Mariner, but that forced you into another color and it kind of made your mana worse, and it doesn't give the power boost that this card does. So we're going to try this. We're going to try it in a humans deck. I'm going to go super low to the ground with this list with like champions, Esper Sentinels, hopeful Warlocks. We'll play Adam Warlock here and just a bunch of good 2-drops. I mean, this thing's free stats. This thing's crazy. This thing's crazy, obviously. Crazy. So you got a lot of like pseudo lords here. Some actual lords and like pseudo lords. I'm a little leery of this card. It seems a little slow for what we want to do, but still, you know, Esper Sentinel into this is a pretty sick curve. Now, the real question is, how do we deal with the 3-drops? Like, how do we balance out what 3-drops we want? Do we want a bunch of Cathars? Do we want... So I kind of went with a little bit of a split on these to see if we actually get to them. So we'll try it out, and we'll try 4 Marches, 4 Sanctifiers, an extra Cathar, some Loran, some Orvars, and some Chalices. Yeah, you do lose out on some busted stuff, right? I just want to try out this. I mean, obviously this is a Pioneer deck, but, you know, being able to play this, plus these, plus Cavern, right? And Sanctifier is a hell of a sideboard card, you know? So you're looking at 12 cards, basically, that separates this from Pioneer humans. But we're going to try it. We're modern people around here, so we're going to give it the old college try. So let's export it. Humans. And let's jump into a league. Modern League humans. So, this is a nice little start. We are on the draw, which is obviously not where you want to be with a deck like this. You obviously just want to be on the play. We're going to start simple here. They have a Gigantha, which generally means it could be a bunch of stuff. It probably means some kind of breach deck where Thalia should be good. It looks like Wooded Foothills, huh? Alright, so immediately we have a choice between the champion or the Esper Sentinel. I think I'm going to go with Esper Sentinel here. This might be wrong, but Esper Sentinel is such a good card. It generally guarantees that it replaces itself. Maybe champion was better, but let's see if we get a draw here. Alright. Savvy Triumph. Oh, so this is probably 4-color. This is probably like Domain Zoo. Probably Domain Zoo, if I had to guess. Yeah. And then they're going to play a Domain, that guy, Cyan. Alright, so we have Domain Zoo. So, now the question is, what do we want to play next? Do we want to play Thalia? A Thalia or an Aspirant and pump this? Probably just Thalia. Thalia's just going to be one of the better things we can do here. And then next turn we can Cathar this. We'll see what they do. Obviously Cathar's not that great against them. They play a lot of removal. They have Tribal Flames, Bolt. Well, no, they have like Tribal Flames, Bolt, but they do play Ragavans and the 5/5s, right? So it's going to look, their deck list is going to look something like this. Decks, Modern. It's going to be, yeah. So they have a good chunk of creatures here. Alright, so we'll probably Cathar this, attack. Or should we go Champion, Luminarch, counter? No, we'll be too far behind if we do that. We have to Cathar. Get rid of this. Smack. Smack. Alright. We can't actually do anything about this. So I wish that these were... If these Luminarchs were just the lords, we'd be in such a better spot. If we could just go like land, Luminarch, and just attack with everything. That'd be pretty sick. But I don't think we're in that bad of a spot here. Okay. Let's see what our opponent's up to. They probably have to have a way to kill the Cathar, right? They gotta have something. Like a bolt or a tribal flames. Yeah, Kava, what's up, Dragon Lord? Kava's a pretty good one here. Kava would shut me down pretty hard in the ground here. Looks like Jamoka's leyline binding. Putting someone out in this cube and they're not conceding. They're paying, they're getting the Cathar. It's not good for us, obviously. I guess we need... What do I need to draw? We need to draw, like, just the lords. See, Luminarch Aspirant is just kind of pretty slow. Smells like a bitch in here. Yeah, now that you got here. What it does smell like. Alright, so Cathar comes in. Now we're just toast. Now we're in trouble. Oh, they didn't attack? Wow. Alright, let's go Luminarch. Put the counters on Thalia. Swing with the Thalia. That's smart. Would they trade one of these for one of these? I think so. Because these guys could just grow forever. Alright. They'll trade. I think it's okay if they trade. Maybe not, but I want to just start getting it through their defense. Okay. Maybe this wasn't the best play, but I feel like this kind of stops their shit. But this does give them access to their bolts and stuff. But they only have 3 cards in hand. So we're probably not going to get, like, burned out. F6 value is important. Plus, they really don't know what kind of nonsense we're playing in our deck. Like, we could be playing a lot of nonsense. Why did they shock there? That's kind of weird. El Tarmagufo. Terrible Tabragoif. Black? What the F is black? What the F is black? Black. Green, red, Casticavo. Another Tarmagoof. They should attack here with the Scion. Oh. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go Champion Peacekeeper. Let's go Champion Peacekeeper. When Anointed Peacekeeper enters the battlefield, look at opponent's hand, then choose any card name. Spells. We'll probably name Gigantha if they don't have anything too fancy here. Why are they shocking? Why do they keep shocking? Why are you giving me a card? Stop it. Alright, I should have played the Mutavault and then left open the white. Okay, it didn't matter. I'm not punished for my sins. What are they going to get here? They're definitely going to get a Luminarch. Alright, so they get a Luminarch. Alright, so they're going to take my guy. I don't know what they're waiting on here. And then we're going to Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper resolves. We'll name Gigantha, I think. Make Gigantha cost 5. Gigantha. The Wellspring. Alright, so human resolves. I think grows. I think we'll put a counter on the Peacekeeper. We could put a counter on the Esper Sentinel. Let's put a counter. These are 3/4s. Let's put a counter on this so these guys can't attack cleanly. Maybe I should have put a counter on the Esper Sentinel, but they could pay for pretty much everything. Yeah, that's it for me, unfortunately. We really want to draw Thalia's Lieutenant. Thalia's Lieutenant would be the best card we could draw here. I would very much like to draw Thalia's. They're going to attack here. New Lord would be pretty dope, too. I mean, they're only at 6, so if we draw the new Lord, we could put a pretty big hurting on them. Yeah, Aftermath, yep, it's on Moto already. It's on Moto, but it's not drafted, so nobody's really opening this stuff. Which is kind of cool. Alright, Champion. So let's go play the champion, grow this thing. Grow. What is the new card? The Coppercoat Vanguard. Each other human Unico gets +1/+1 as Ward 1. It would be sick to draw right here. Alright, so let's see. We activate the Mutavault. We put a counter on this champion. We swing. We have 4/4, 4/4, 1, and we have these things that die. So they block. Yeah, whatever. Math is for blockers. We'll put a counter on the 4/4. If they have a bolt here, we're in a lot of trouble. But if they don't, if they had a bolt, they would have killed this thing prior to combat. So now we attack with everything. So they have to block one of these. Whatever, YOLO. Okay, YOLO. So we did it. We want Loran. Now most of their dudes are pretty. Like, we could use this to exile their stuff, but it kind of becomes... Like, now the question becomes, like, how do we want to sideboard? Do you want to make our deck weaker to interact with them, or do we want to just... We definitely want Loranes, Loran, if they're going to be playing the Flyer plus Leyline Binding. Maybe we cut Peacekeepers for Loranes. And Sanctifier doesn't really stop that much of them. I mean, it stops Kavu, it stops Ragavan. I have to imagine they're going to sideboard out Ragavans, though, right? And we don't know that this is their list, too. So, but it's something like this. It's probably something like this. But, like, there's a lot of flexibility within this list. Some people play Hex Drinkers, some people don't. So, I think we'll just try the 2 Loranes for now. And we'll try and just race them. Thalia and Esper Sentinel? Well, it depends on the version that they're playing, right? Like, if they're playing Tribal Flames, Lightning Bolt, plus, like, this kind of stuff, like, it's not that bad against these cards, I don't think. Like, it slows, it's like 1, 2, 3. All right, what do we got here? So we got turn 1. Yeah, we can keep this. We got the Vial. Maybe they're not as good on the play, but... I mean, we did draw a card off Esper Sentinel last game. It still is a human, so... I guess the question is just... Do we want to play Vial or Esper Sentinel on one? Probably just Vial. Too many white cards? Listen. I've seen how... Let's start off with the Vial. Kind of want to play Esper Sentinel, but Vial is just such a good card. Listen, I'm practicing for drafting mono white in the cube, right? We're practicing for doing that. Alright, so hopefully this isn't the Star. It probably is the Kavu. No! Oh, Scion? That's okay. Scion's okay. Alright, so... This goes up. This goes up to 2. Yes, to 2. Yep. And then we play Cavern. We name Human. Now, what's the best way to do this? We could play Athalia's Lieutenant. Just raw dog Athalia's Lieutenant. And then play this. I guess we could put this in play. Now the question is, do we want to put Esper Sentinel? Or do we want to try... We only have to remove 2 counters from among creatures you control. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, we could just play Esper Sentinel, then play Thalia's Lieutenant. Alright, so there's a fancy trick we can do here, right? So, we put the Thalia... We cast the Thalia's Lieutenant, right? We cast the Thalia's Lieutenant, right? And then with the ability on the stack, right? So Thalia's Lieutenant comes into play, right? And we put the Esper Sentinel in. Because this way, this thing sees the Esper Sentinel, right? This thing sees the Esper Sentinel coming into play. And it gives the +1/+1 counter to the Esper Sentinel. So it double dips. A double dose. 2 doses. Right? So now this gets the +1/+1 counter too. Because we're fancy. This is what fancy people do. Does that make sense? Broken. Broken. Absolutely broken. So that's kind of what we got to do. 1, 2. Another Scion of Draco. Should be banned. I agree. All right, let's see if they attack. Now we can. So I think I'm gonna put an upkeep stop here, and I think I'm gonna vial in the Hopeful Initiative, so that way, if I draw land, I could just exile these things and kill one of these. But I guess Aftermath Lord White guy. It's Copper Cove Vanguard. Alright, so let's see. I think I put this thing in. Or do I want to save? Yeah, let's put this thing in. Let's put in the Hopeful Initiative. It's just a it's a mixture of a Power Lord plus a it's a Power Lord plus Unsettled Mariner. Exactly what Mercurio said. Alright, so we're putting this into play now. So we can if we draw land. Now let's see. Let's draw land here. No, we didn't draw land. So now we can play Thalia's Lieutenant. This is a 5. We did miss out on the trick, but we want to grow the vial here. Alright. Bonk. Bonk. And then we'll attack with this. Turn off auto yields. Okay. So next turn, if we draw land, we could start using this Hopeful and kill these things. It's a weird spot. Like, we could just die if they go, like, Bolt You, Tribal Flames, or whatever. Right. We're yielding through the turn. Mishra's Bauble. I will take a card. Aw, if only we had drawn that last turn. So sad. It's a good anti-Fury card. Yeah. It's like a mixture of Unsettled Mariner plus a Lord. Like, Unsettled Mariner is a very powerful card. I guess they're playing Bauble to grow their Tarmogoyf. That makes sense. 1, 2. Tarmogoyf. The old 2-3 Tarmogoyf. Pathetic. Okay. What is this attack? Are you kidding me? You can't attack with these two. You can't do that. You're gonna die. Opponent, you're gonna die. Opponent chose death. Okay, so we might as well just tick these up, play the Cathar, play this, you know? Okay, so they draw a card. I don't know if we actually have lethal. I should probably do some math. Yes. Let's go to our turn. Violent Thalia to prevent binding. True. I guess, alright, let's see. If we cast a Cathar, if we cast this, let's cast this. Let's cast Thalia. Alright, hold on. Let's just do the math. I've been lazy. Let's do the math. Okay, so if we vial in Brutal Cathar here, let's just start off with vialing in Cathar. Yes. Let's get... Actually, is this just lethal? Yeah, vial, it was better to put the Thalia in first. It was better to put the Thalia first here. Alright, let's get rid of this thing. Didn't have anything. It was better to put the Thalia in on 2, so in case they did something. Yeah. We had a lot of ways we could do this. This was probably the worst way to do it. They end up having to crack this and lose a bunch of life. Because they don't have any, like, basics. Alright. We kind of crushed them. Don't know what the best way. The best thing was probably vial in the Thalia when the thing's on 2. That way they can't cast anything. And then just hard cast the Cathar. And then if they do nothing in response to the violin on 2, then we vial in the Cathar. And then we just cast the Cathar. And then that's lethal, right? So that was probably the better thing to do. Is just put the Thalia in 2. I got greedy because I was like, I wanna play the Adeline and the other thing, and I just thought that would be a bunch of triggers on the thing, but it probably was not worth it. Because if they had any kind of interaction, I would have got taken to the cleaners. And then killed in the air the following turn, so... Alright, what do we got? So we got Vial. Can we just roll on this Vial is our only way? We're on the play, so I think we can. Alright, Aether Vial. All our hopes and dreams ride with you. All our hopes and dreams ride with Aether Vial. Nobody plays Prismatic Ending. Nobody. No. Nobody plays Pending. Oh no. Oh no! Did they take the champion? Did they take our champion? They might take our champion. This card at least looks serious. This card's serious looking. They took the Thalia. Interesting. Yes. Okay. Yes. Alright, so the newly controlled one goes on top. Newly controlled. Activate. Begin. Attack. Now the question is, should we vial in the Esper Sentinel right now? Is the Esper Sentinel here better than the champion? Probably, because we need to draw lands. Let's just put in the Esper Sentinel. What are the two new cards? What's the other new card? Poshi's Horse Sun? I have to admit. So this might be like a creativity list? Okay, alright. We draw a card here. Copper Coat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, so we're definitely going to put this up to 2. We definitely want to start putting... Oh, that's pretty good. That's really good. So I guess we go champion. Now the question is, do we want to activate? So we're definitely putting in a Thalia's Lieutenant. The question is, are we activating? Or are we attacking for 3? Or do we just activate 1 and then attack for 3? I think we want to do damage. We want to end them. So I'm going to just activate this. Yes. We'll put in Lieutenant. Triggers. Attack. Okay. Maybe I was supposed to play Copper Coat there to give my dudes ward. Maybe ward is better than the +1/+1 counter. That's so annoying. Oh, Cathar is a really good draw. I guess I want to get rid of the Esper Sentinel because the Thalia is going to grow. Because we're going to be able to Cathar this. We're going to be able to play a Copper Coat and then Cathar it. Splash Jirna. Who the hell is Jirna? What the hell are you guys talking about? Let's take a look. Jirna. When Jirna enters the battlefield, exile target player's graveyard. Ooh, whoa. That's pretty good. No, we should have played Copper Coat. If they bolt our thing, we should have had Copper Coat. We would have been so much better off. No, because they just each other, so they just would have bolted the Copper Coat. Kind of the same thing. Oh no. I guess we got to get rid of Thalia's Lieutenant and this. We have to Cathar this thing. Well, that sucked. Let's put this up. This goes to 3. Draw a card. Eiganjo Castle. So let's activate. Attack. Where's the battlefield? Exile. I guess if I do this later, when so I always get confused with how these things work. Right? If I vial this in, and then it targets this. Yes. Oh, that's missed a point of damage. Oops, they should be at 3. Oops. They should be at... Oh my god. They should be at 3 and then... shit. This thing should have Ward 3. I should have put this in to put it to 3. Oh my god, they'd be dead here. Tilt! Alright, so we threw this game. We threw this game. Maximum punished indeed. I mean, it's hard to beat Archon when they do this kind of nonsense. Alright, we threw that game. We should have won this game. That's my bad. Let's put this on no. What do we have to draw? We have to draw another Cathar. No, we're dead. That was my fault. I fucked that up really badly. You get so used to not vialing in things you get so used to post combat doing your stuff, but that just cost me the game. All right, so let's go Orvars and another Cathar. I don't think, maybe Hopeful Initiative is going to be a little slow. And Peacekeeper is probably good against what they're doing. Let's cut an Adeline. Let's bring in Orvars. This. We could bring in March, but I don't think so. Sanctifier might be good. Let's put Sanctifiers over Luminarchs. Well, Ren doesn't kill this. Maybe I want more of these than... Actually, let's put these over this, and let's submit like this. Yeah, the new set's already out. It's actually kind of weird, right? Because you can buy the new... You could sell packs of the new set to GoatBots for $3.40. And you can buy them in the store, right? You can buy them in the store for $2.50 a pack. So you could just spend all your money and make 50 cents. That was originally the list that there's multiple, like, Shining Shoal's good sometimes and, like, not good other times. It's very weird. Let's keep. If you think you're going to play against a bunch of Furies and stuff, it's way better. Let's do Human. Now, the question is, are we going to Vial or Champion? I mean, Vial's... Yeah, it's just got to be Vial, right? Yeah, it's just got to be Vial. I want to just get beating them. I want to just start putting the pressure on them immediately. But... Inquisition, huh? Yeah. We're just trying to go low to the ground and be really aggro. And sitting on a bunch of Shining Shoals isn't the most aggro thing you can do. This goes to 2. Yes. Oh, that's pretty good. So let's go Human. Now, do we want the Thalia's Lieutenant? Or do we want the Copper Coat? I mean, Copper Coat giving this ward is probably better. So we can have 2 2/2s. Or we can have a 2/2. I guess that playing this plays around Ren better. Yeah. Alright, let's do 1, 2. Let's play Copper Coat. And then, yes. Sentinel. Alright. This way they can't ping this with Ren. Yes, Ward is any... yeah, Ward is like any of them, right? Whenever it becomes a target of a spell or ability, the opponent controls. Alright, so they didn't do anything here. So now this goes up to 2. Yes. So now we do the fancy trick, right? Where we go 1, 2, play Thalia's Lieutenant. 1, 2, Thalia's Lieutenant. Now with the trigger on the stack, we vial in the Copper Coat. So this way, this thing gets the +1/+1 counter. Yield. And smash. What's up? How are you? So, like, imagine if we're, like, playing this aggressive deck, and then we have a bunch of, like, Shining Shoals in our hand, and, like, Solitudes. It just feels like a different deck. I mean, obviously people have had success. Yeah, this is a pretty good turn 3. As long as they don't have Anger of the Gods or something horrible like that. Don't do it. Don't do something crazy. No! No! Why has it got to be like this? Let's Violin the Thalia. Yes, let's put this on 3. Shit. Am I playing this or am I saving it? That's why you play, yeah, Janara. Yeah. What a blowout. What an absolute blowout. No, we haven't... I didn't put any of the Brave the Elements or Surges type cards. We could definitely do that. But like, it's really hard to play cards like Surge when you're playing... When your game plan is to have a Thalia every game. It's kind of rough to play cards like Surge, but, you know... Alright, let's go. Always no, always yield. Let's keep it at 3. Perfect. Draw. Ah, ha. That's lovely. Begin combat, attack. I want to trade this for this. Probably, right? We don't want them to have permanence. Especially because we have the Orvar here. So if they do get a thingy, if they do get a thing, we can use the Orvar to kill their Archon. No, Ren, you son of a bitch. Always foiled by Ren. We have now reached the danger zone. Oh, that's not great. I don't think playing this into active Ren is a good idea. I think we'll be a little patient with that. God, Ren is so good. I really, really hope that when they do the... Because the Pro Tour is coming up. The next Pro Tour is Modern in less than a month and a half. Or 2 months or whatever. And I really, really hope that they ban... Yeah, Ren's broken. Yeah, you know who says Ren is too good? Tom Ross, the guy who designed Ren, is like, yeah, the card's too good. It's like, yeah, it is. It is too good. Alright. Unbanned Punishing Fire? Yeah. I guess we'll play that. Wait. I guess we could go Champion Sanctifier. Might as well make them both uncounterable. Ban Young Wolf. No. Young Wolf is the chosen one. The chosen one. To bring balance to the force. Alright. I could have used this a while ago. Deathrite Shaman. Do you know how many bullshit Deathrite Shaman Ragavan decks there would be? Oh, it'd be so annoying. Oh, Magic. Listen. The point of Magic is to complain. Oh, I got unlucky with mana. It's not like chess, right? In chess, if you lose, your opponent's just better than you, right? They're just smarter. They're better. You fucked up. You suck. But in Magic, it's like, oh man, fucking, I got unlucky in variants and blah, 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 blah. This card's too broken, right? So that's why you gotta leave Magic. You gotta let us bitch about bans. Oh god. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. Alright. We actually could have won this game. Orvar's not going to cut it. They have 4 Archons. Because they can give these haste, and we're just super dead. We are super dead. We needed to draw another Archon, another Orvar. So, I did throw away the first game where I should have vialed in the thing pre-combat. It would have been at 3. It would have flipped. So... Big punts in that game. Big punts. Okay, is this hand... I think we need more aggro. You want to see anything unbanned? I think that they could unban Pod pretty easily. I think that card's a little slow and derpy. It would make for some interesting gameplay. We could probably unban Pod. I mean, if you compare like Pod... this is kind of the same hand. This is probably okay. Like, Pod's not that great. Yeah. Alright. Fire Bluff Canal. That was a terrible draw. Human. Human. Consider. Like, if you played Pod, I don't know. Pod just... Maybe Pod's a little risky, but it'd be fun to bring it back. Double blue, Ledger Shredder. I mean, Scales is one of the few decks that actually can play Punishing Fire. Because they're one of the few decks that gets to play. But it's so weird. It's like opposite of what the deck wants to do. The deck kind of wants to nut draw you. Alright, let's see if we can draw... Ooh. Well, that was pretty nice. That was nice. Thalia. Attack. I mean, this curve isn't bad, right? One bing bang boom. Actually, want to hear a funny story? A long time ago, I was in North Carolina, and I went to... I hadn't played Legacy in like 10 years, and I had just broken up with an ex-girlfriend, and I didn't play any... I was with her for like 7 years, and I didn't play Magic while I was with her, and then like I broke up with her, and then I was like, oh, I have no friends. I need to make friends. So I went to like a local store to play Magic, and I got into playing Legacy, and at this tournament that I was at, it was my first tournament in forever. It was a Legacy tournament, but someone didn't realize that it was a Legacy tournament, so they showed up with their standard deck. But at the time, it was the standard with Thalia and Hero of Bladeholm. So they just went Thalia into Hero of Bladeholm and just killed everyone. And they ended up top 8ing just on the strength of Thalia. And they just crushed everybody. Just showing up with a standard deck. Just no big deal. Alright, let's see. So we can attack with the Thalia here. And then we can Eiganjo one of these. Or we can play Adeline and set up for next turn. Yeah. Yeah, all their standard cards were legal. They were just like going Thalia into Hero of Bladeholm and just crushing everybody. I think we just play Adeline, and then next turn we can attack and double Eiganjo. No, I don't want to attack with the Thalia, because if they double block, if they just double block, then I'm like in a rough spot. Right? If I attack and they double block, I lose the Thalia, and I don't really want to lose the Thalia. Because next turn, these Eiganjos will be 1 mana, because this is a legendary and this is a legendary. So I can go Eiganjo this, play this. I'll have double Eiganjo up, which is pretty sick. Yeah, so let's go. Let's play the Hopeful Initiate here. Right? We want to grow the champion here. Plus we want this trigger. No Grinda. What's Grinda? Begin combat. Full swing. Alright, so now we get a dude, which grows this. Oh my goodness, the value. The value! Alright, so we have double Eiganjo here, because we have 2 legends. Yeah, well, cube's kind of boring, right? Okay, so we can go double Eiganjo, kill this. Or we can go, I mean, we can just let this go. We can Eiganjo the Ledger Shredder. Yeah. The problem with trading this, the problem with this is if they kill, alright, let's go Eiganjo the Ledger Shredder. The problem is if they have a lightning bolt and they bolt another thing, this thing shrinks, and then this thing can kill, then it's not a trade. Right? If now they bolt something, alright, they're gonna kill this, so we're gonna Eiganjo this. We have to do this now before this dies. So now it's a trade. Not the best trade, but I don't know if that was the best thing to do. We still have a 5/5 though. Elite Vanguard. Hey, Copper Coat. Okay. So, I guess, do we want Sanctifier? Probably, right? Sanctifier is probably better than Hopeful. Yeah. Hopeful doesn't. I mean, why is the Chalice? Just for, you know, living end rhinocericizers. Those decks are still pretty powerful. I mean, I feel like the game's gonna go a little bit longer, right? Because all the, like, we obviously want the Copper Coats. Luminarchs are pretty good. Add the Cathar. Yeah, we could add the Cathar. We could probably cut an Adeline, too. Like, using a Cathar on a flipped Murktide, on a big Murktide, making it small seems pretty good. I didn't think of that, but probably would be better. All right, we got the champion into the Thalia. We got the 1, 2. We got... This hand's pretty juicy. We're doing champion of the Parish into Thalia like it's Innistrad standard. Ooh. Maybe Esper Sentinel over champion. I mean, this is a guaranteed 1-for-1 at least. Like, this guarantees that it gets at least draw 1 card. No, it's not a guarantee, but well punished. Let's Thalia here. And then next turn we can go champion Coppercoat. Hopefully we could... I mean, this is quite the tax here. I wonder what's better. What is the best play here? Alright, so let's go... We're playing the champion no matter what. We could play the Brutal Cathar here, but I don't think the Brutal Cathar is what we want to do. I think we want to try and get some beef on the battlefield. We could counter this. Okay. So now, which one of these? The Coppercoat or the Thalia's Lieutenant? I think I want to play the Coppercoat because it's new and cool. The Thalia's Lieutenant is more damage. I guess this does not really line up well with this because I can't, like, attack. Alright, let's play this. They get a Connive here. They do get a Connive for the second spell, but I think getting the champion, this to grow in the champion is pretty powerful. So they'd probably counter this. We do get to draw a card with the Esper Sentinel if they do. Dress down. Wow. Womp womp. That could have been better for us. But that's okay. It's okay. So hindsight, we should have cast the Coppercoat because they had the dress down. But there's obviously no way to know that. We still have the Thalia's Lieutenant in play. That was very rude of them. So the Coppercoat was the better cast, but they could have just as easily had a counterspell in their hand, so no way to know. Yeah, and we drew a card, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy. Joy. Orlan Marlar. Yeah, they have to have a bolt. As long as they don't have Brotherhood's End. Right? Brotherhood's End's the card we gotta fear. That card destroyed us. Absolutely destroyed us. One has everything. Be true. They have a birdie. They have a bird advisor, you know. DRC, okay. What are they casting here? No, the problem with the new battle is the battles don't interact that well with Thalia, right? Engineered explosives. Were they putting it on 2? They're putting explosives on 2. Explosives on 2. Okay. So that blows up the Thalia and the Thalia's Lieutenant and the Shredder. Okay, so let's play you. And so dropping out 2/2s here probably isn't the best. We could play Brutal Cathar. I guess we could just play the Brutal Cathar, take the DRC. Because this on 2 is going to kill 1, 2, 3. Trigger. Let's get the DRC out of here. We could just full swing. No, that's not good. This engineer explosives on 2 is pretty good. That's what we're doing. Pretty good against what we're doing. Yeah, I like this guy. I like Coppercoat. I like this card. 1, 2. Okay. This is probably the worst expressive iteration I've ever seen. It costs 3 mana. And I draw a card? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. But they have to do something because they don't want this guy to flip, right? Because if this thing flips, then it eats that. And it gets to eat everything. Misty. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm going to play Thalia's Lieutenant. That'll grow everything. And then I can attack. And then after combat, I'll play Sanctifier. So play this. Triggers, triggers. This, I just really want this thing to grow. Now we go to combat. We attack with everything. They could kill one of these, but then they take a bunch of damage if they block and trade here. I'm okay with this. Because if they blow the explosives... I mean, if they block the Sentinel here, they take 7, 11 damage, plus this is 4. If they block the Sentinel here, they're taking 14 to kill the Sentinel. I guess their best play is to block this. Yeah, they have to block and pop, right? They probably block the champion. Pop. Yeah, block the champion, pop. And then we'll play Sanctifier here. They're still going to take... We kill 3. But Sanctifier should make it harder for them to cast like a Murktide or something. Alright, now we go 1, 2, Sanctifier. Alright. So they only have a 4/4 Murktide here, which isn't too scary. And then next turn we're just hopefully we could draw a land and just go boom, boom, boom. Up and lock. Fury. El Fury Reno. Blech. Boring. Alright, so they kill the Brutal Cathar here. That's not bad. But we can just Luminarch, put the counters on the Sanctifier, swing. This thing will be huge. Alright, we have some choices. Choices. I guess we're playing a Luminarch and Adeline. And then, yeah, let's do Luminarch. Let's put a counter on this Sanctifier. Alright, so let's go Luminarch. Maybe this should have been Copper Coat, to be honest. And then let's play Adeline. I guess they can Unholy Heat the champion here. It appears that way. Yeah, it appears like Stream Decker doesn't know about the... Yeah, because it's 32. Yeah, it's just 4 cards short. But we definitely have a set of Copper Coat Vanguards here in the deck. That's funny. We're just doing 4. We're doing the full 4. I think the card's pretty sweet. So it looks like they're gonna Unholy Heat the champion here. Okay. We get to draw a card off the Esper Sentinel, which is pretty cool. Esper Sentinel's so good. This is kind of unfortunate, right? But at the same time, we could just pile on +1/+1 counters on this Sanctifier. Yeah, this Sentinel drew a lot of cards. And it's still going, right? Sentinel is putting in work. Okay, so we can put a +1/+1 counter here on this. And then swing for 4. Yeah. Yeah, that's how this works. Like, it does have some... It does have, like, a function where you can link your... You can, like, log in and link this, and then it'll show what cards you own for collection purposes. But I just haven't done it yet. I've never really figured out how to do it. Guess I could, like... Yeah. So, like, it's like a collection tracker. For some reason, it thinks I have an Endurance and a Misty. I don't know. I don't know why. Alright, so let's begin combat. Let's attack with this. And then next turn, we can play the Luminarch. And this will be a lethal attacker next turn. Right? Because we'll put we'll put them to 5. And then we can play the 2 Luminarchs, put this to 5, and that's a lethal swing. So, we'll see. We're just going mono threats. Yeah. Looks like a Murktide. Man, that card. This is definitely a Murktide. This is definitely a how do I cast a Murktide and remove Delirium from my DRC. Murktide sucks. It's only a 4/4. Okay. So, let's see. Oh, Cavern of Souls. I'll name Human. Alright, so what card do we want to resolve here? What card do we want to resolve? I guess we just jam them all, right? Just bing, bang, boom. What goes first? Probably Thalia. Let's play Thalia first through the Cavern. Alright, 1, 2. Okay, now let's go Coppercoat. This gives our dudes ward, and then let's go Luminarch. Okay, so now we go to combat. We could just put the counters on this thing and swing with just this. Just grow this thing above the Murktide and then attack with it. Or are we just full swinging? What does a full swing look like? We attack with this. Yeah, they have to have some piece of interaction. So let's just go safe. I mean, we should attack with Adeline, right? Let's put a counter on Sanctifier. Well, the problem is the Murktide can block the Sanctifier. So might as well do this. Let's put them both on that. And then attack. This trades with this. I guess we just full swing, right? So what are their blocks? This here, this here, this here. There's no reason to give them. But then we have Adeline plus this. Whatever. YOLO. YOLO! Okay. Okay. Well, that didn't work out. I mean, it's not terrible. Could have been worse. Explosives on 2. That may be an issue. That may be an issue. A slight problem. But we have 2 silent clearings, right? This thing's gonna live. We'll go to combat. We'll let them put a +1/+1 counter on this. They'll have to blow this like in the beginning of combat. I don't know. We can end our main phase and then see what they do. Let's play this. So let's go to combat, right? Let's go to combat. Let's see what they do. We'll get the Luminarch trigger on the token. Boink. Alright, we're blowing this up. Bye, little friends. Oh, we got a counter on our guy. We did it. We got him. Game the system. Probably don't want to attack with that. And now we go doink doink. I guess there's an off chance that they have Spell Snare. So I should probably use the Cavern, seeing as how I have a Cavern. Now let's go. Let's draw a card here. See if we can draw a 1-drop. Oh, punished. Absolutely punished for playing the land. Oh, the punishment. I want to play this or save this. I probably want to play it. Alright, you have to deal with the Sanctifier. While you're at 3 life, Sanctifiers are doing work this game, for sure. The Stream Decker is missing 4 copper coats. Well, still alive. Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's play you through the Cavern. Actually, hold on. Let's play the Mutavault. Let's tap the Mutavault to draw a card. Oh, Champion. Let's play Champion of the Parish. Does Champion of the Parish resolve? It does. Well, that's lovely. And let's go Human. Brutal Cathar. I think that we should... I feel like Brutal Catharing the Fury is a bit of a risk if they have a bolt. So let's Brutal Cathar the Murktide. Okay. Then... If we attack, 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 they have a bolt, they kill this. This comes back, it trades with this. Then they block here, and they're still dead. Right? If they have a bolt to kill this, then they have to block this. And then they block, and they're still dead to 3. Brazen doesn't block... Brazen can only block flyers, right? GG's. Alright, so we punted by playing that one land before we drew off the silent clearing. We definitely punted because we forgot about drawing the Mutavault. Imagine if we were attacking with a Mutavault this turn. Okay, alright. The little humans strike again. The little human guys. Keep. We're on the old double. We're on the play, so we'll just start off with the old vial. I guess I'm going to start off with a Mutavault. And we're going to name Human off this. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Okay, you go to 2. Yes. What do we want to do? Do we want to put the copper coat in, or do we want to play the other vial? What do we want to do? I guess this just plays this. I guess we should have the copper coat in play. Let's play you. Let's name Human. Let's go 1, 2, play copper coat. And we're gonna chill. This does kind of strand this in our hand, but... So now we have Hopeful. 1, 2, Stoneforge. Oh my god, that's gonna kill us. If they just get us, stupid. Don't get Kaldra. God damn it. Vials are pretty sketchy at times, for sure. Vials are sketchy. I guess we're just gonna go activate this, activate, play this, attack, get the training, and we'll play another Mutavault. Sometimes Aether Vials are cracked, and sometimes they're just meh. This is a mono white core tribal. Alright, we're playing, so this is definitely, we're definitely playing against, like, a Death and Taxes version. Because this isn't Hammer, because Hammer wouldn't play the Stoneforge. Right? So we'll put both of these up to 3. Yes. Yes. Unfortunately, any attack we make goes disastrous because of the Kaldra. So we're going to have to set up for, like, a big old Alpha Strike. Yeah. If we attack... Alright, let's see. Activate, activate, attack, attack. They get Kaldra, block here. Then we're doing 6 damage to them. And they have Kaldra. They could block the Copper Coat. I think we have to wait. I think we're just waiting, unfortunately. Kaldra's just very good against us. Kaldra's too strong. I guess we have Brutal Cathars to draw. Solitude. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Alright. Well, we're just totally fucked. Not good. Not good. No, not right now. It doesn't. Right now it feels pretty gross. I think we're just toast to this. We're not beating a Solitude. They're resolved. Oh, they didn't pay for the ward. Maybe we can live. So they did that wrong. They're not used to the new guy. Like, they should have exiled this first and then... I mean, we're still just toast, right? We're not recovering from this. We are not recovering from this. Alright. We probably want these cards. We probably want Loran to kill, like, other equipment. Brutal Cathar. We probably don't need Peacekeeper. We could bring in March to deal with Stoneforge. But Brutal Cathar can also deal with the Kaldra. Let's do one cut. Let's cut a vial. This game's probably going to go long. Having Aether Vials isn't going to do very much. Yeah, but like, it's a little slow. It might be better than actual Thalia. Thalia might not be good against them. No, this isn't a really, this is just like a really rough draft. This is just a really rough draft of the deck. There's a lot of ways you could build a sideboard, but the problem is a lot of the cards that like you could play that are like really good are nombos with Thalia, right? So many cards that you could play are just so bad against Thalia. That's the problem. With Thalia on your side, right? Cool. Neato. Yeah. Like, you could play so many cards that are just so good. Let's do Peacekeeper here. I guess I named Ghost Quarter. Ghost Quarter? Actually, I don't give a fuck about Ghost Quarter. I have all basics, right? No, I probably want to name Ghost Quarter. Yeah, mono white scam, exactly. Leonin fucking Arbiter. Seems a little weird you wouldn't play Arbiter. What's the play here? This thing grows, attacks, or do I go hopeful initiative, Adeline? Adeline attacks, trades with this. Then they go stupid Arbiter, Ghost Quarter me, Ghost Quarter me. I think it might be these two pass. I don't think attacking is good. Because then this thing dies, then they go Arbiter, then they double Ghost Quarter me. Yeah, alright, so let's go hopeful, Adeline, yields. So their hand is Arbiter plus Unknown. Yep. Okay. Eiganjo Castle prevents damage on this. That's so funny. Alright, so let's go Thalia's Lieutenant. Trigger. Buff the homies. Play the Eiganjo Castle. In combat. Begin combat. Are we swinging? Yeah, we're swinging. Training is already, doesn't matter when these go. Trigger. Come on, let me use the Eiganjo Castle on Adeline. Come on, let me castle the, that sucks. That's a freebie for them. Okay, so they're taking 1,000,000 damage. Sure. That wasn't 1,000,000. It's okay. 1, 2. Oh, if this their last card is Stoneforge. Oh, I hate you. Oh, they paid. You and each opponent draws a card. Alright, should we remove the counters and kill the Aether Vial? If we kill the Aether Vial, we just open ourselves to getting wrecked by Ghost Quarters. God, I hate Kaldra. That's an interesting attack. Very interesting attack. Should I kill this Aether Vial? A new season higher? What do you mean? I think I want this to be big. I think I need to deal damage to them. I think this thing needs to be as big as possible. Alright, so let's play the Cavern on human. And then let's go Hopeful Initiative. That grows the Thalia's Lieutenant, so it can attack above all this stuff. Go to combat, full swing. Full swing. Yeah. Alright, so the training goes Adeline. Oh, he's pretty sweet. The new Lord guy's been pretty cool. Tox, thank you. Thank you, Tox. I appreciate it. It's definitely not as powerful as Thalia's Lieutenant, but it is pretty sweet. Thank you, Tox. I appreciate the 8 words. So this trades here. They go to 16. And they're gonna draw a card? Are you gonna give us a card? Eiganjo that. Anything I can do about that? It's not a legend, right? Yeah, okay. Been pretty cool. We each draw a card here. Esper Sentinel is a pretty terrible draw, but it's something. Okay. I had to stop F6ing because of the Ghost Quarters. I got to stop F6ing. Flagstone. They have to stop attacking with the germ, right? Yeah. Do I want to remove counters to kill the Aether Vial? No, I don't think so. We need something to deal with the Cauldron. That ain't it. So, we play the champion. Alright, let's think. Play the champion. This thing's a 6. We swing out. They block. Alright, let's think. This thing kills this. This thing blocks the 1/1. So this dies. This blocks the 1/1. They chump here. Yeah, I don't think attack swinging out does stuff. Because they go up to 11 here. Just play this and pass. This just gets wrecked by this. This blocks the thing. Then these two have to be dealt with. Plus this and this. So they block this. This. Maybe we do it. No, then they just chump here. They chump here. I hate this part, but alright. So we attack. This goes here. Then we have this plus this plus this plus this. Which this is gonna grow too. YOLO. YOLO. Oh, don't have some. Now we got blown out. That is the blowout. I think the attack wasn't that bad. But this makes it terrible, obviously. Now we just lose. Now we just lose. Because now they kill the Adeline. Now they kill the Adeline. This deck does not interact well with Solitude. Now this dies. Now they can, like, block here, block here. Yeah, not good. Not good, not good, not good, not good. We could prevent the damage here, but it won't matter because of this trigger. Now we're dead. We have no answer to the Cauldron, right? Even if we draw something that deals with the Cauldron, that deals with the germ token, they just one land away from being able to equip the Cauldron to something else. That was rough. That sucked. That was the literal worst possible card they could have. Unfortunate. Well, we can win games, but it is, like, that could be, like, we could definitely be playing Surges. We could also be playing Brave the Elements, right? Brave the Elements is just kind of better than Surge. Because Brave the Elements can, like, swing through a team for lethal. Brave the Elements can be used proactively, where Surge can't, right? Surge is only reactive. What do we think that jank player's playing? I guess we can keep this. We're on the draw. We have an Aether Vial. The old Gigantha Mill. Looks like it's 5 color again. Alright. I guess we play it, and then we go... Aether Vial? We just play the Aether. We play this. And then next turn, Esper Sentinel Thalia. Looks like it's 5 color. That's annoying. Alright, so this goes up. Yes. Oh, we're playing the Mutavault. Hopeful Initiative we can use to kill this. I think we want to play the Esper Sentinel here. I think we want to just tax them and start drawing cards. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe we should have played the Hopeful Initiative and tried to get it to start training. Hard to say. No fear. Okay. No blocking over there. Okay. So Aether Vial goes up to 2. Yes. And we want to put in the Luminarch. Alright, let's put in the Luminarch. And then let's play the Mutavault, grow this attack, and then play the initiative. Is that right? Yeah, we'll play the Mutavault. This is the newly controlled one. We'll tap the newly controlled one. We'll activate this one. Then we'll go to combat. We'll put a counter on the Esper Sentinel. And we'll attack. And then we play Hopeful. Alrighty. Well, the problem is, like, there's not that many decks playing the pitch cards, right? I mean, how many decks are playing Solitude Ephemerate these days? Just Death and Taxes, you know? There are a lot of decks that aren't doing the Solitude Ephemerate type stuff. Leyline Binding. Okay, we got a card off that. Yeah, like, all those cards, Thalia's really good. Thalia's good against a lot of decks. Alright, what they got rid of? They got rid of the Thalia. Luckily, we have another Thalia. Oh, wow, they're going my face? They're just dead, though. Am I missing something here? Alright, so let's use this. Get the Thalia in play. And then let's grow this thing to 3. Yes. Okay, so now we can attack with everything, get a training counter, remove the counter from this, remove the training counter, destroy this, and then we set up for next turn where we just attack with a bunch of Mutavaults. Or we can go Mutavault. It might just be, no, they're just dead, right? Because we go play Mutavault, activate Mutavault, put a counter on this, this gets training. That's 10 power of attackers, and they block 1. Yeah, they're just dead. All right, so we go 1, 2, Mutavault. What's up, Philip? Yield through the turn. Put the counter on the Luminarch. Attack. Get the training counter here, and dead. And you're dead. The issue is just offense. You know, it's offense and defense. Like, Surge is better against some cards, right? We want Loran. What did we do last time? We went Loran. We also brought in the Cathar. And we cut Peacekeeper and Adeline. No, we cut Peacekeeper and Luminarch, maybe? We did last time, I think. Alright. We'll be right back in 1 second. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Alright, what do we think of this hand? Doesn't have any 1-drops, but it does have 1. It has 2, 3. I guess we can keep it. Maybe this is too sketchy. I guess if they had a Ragavan, I would have been put into the grave. Start with the old Thalia. Savitrium. Wow, they just have nothing? Alright, well. Play the Thalia. How dead is this Thalia? Very dead. No shoal. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of low to the ground. Kind of cool. That's a good draw. So I guess we want to go Esper Sentinel into... I guess, which one of these do we want? I guess Luminarch's better in the long run. Put a counter here. Yield through the turn. Oh, no. Turn off auto yield. Lightning Helix. This is turn 3. So we don't want to play this. Well, look at these cards we're drawing with Esper Sentinel. They just don't have anything. I guess we're going to go champion into Adeline. God, this card just hits pretty hard. Guess it's just mono removal right now. Lightning Helix. Now this is a card I haven't heard in a long time. Jeez, just zapping my shit. Just zap zap. We gotta activate this so it does more damage. This is a nice little interaction. Copper coat plus this thing. Like this card's pretty good. I like this card. I like it. Zap, 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 zap. Okay. So, we finished positive. Let's open our little chest. Yeah. We got Yorvlo. What the hell's his name? Yorvo? Lord of Garenbrig. Waker of the Winds. Talk about cards from Forgotten Standard. Pity chest on a brew, yeah. Okay. Suck. What do we think of this deck? It was a 3-2. It was a 3-2. We definitely punted. We punted a match away, for sure. This match here against Lucius or whatever, we punted. Oh, look at their hand. Scions. Oh, oof. Yeah. So, I think there are some things you could do, right? Like Magistrate after Reprieve is out. True. So these should probably be in the sideboard. These cards should probably be in the sideboard over Chalices. Just because they're humans, you know? I don't know about Peacekeeper. I think Cathar is just better. We probably just want 4 Cathars. And probably Brave. Brave the Elements is probably what we want. Like, there's so many cards. You could be playing Braves, right? How do I not have more Braves? You could also be playing Surge. You could play the new Surge, too. Surge of Salvation. Yeah, we could. There could be blue. But I guess the big question here is, do you need to be mono white? Do you need mono white, or could you do Mariner? Because Mariner's pretty sick. Having like a combination of Mariners plus Copper Coats, where your shit has like double ward, would be pretty powerful. Alright, so there's lots of things you could do. This is a very simple version of the deck with basics and being able to leverage Eiganjos. But I did like it. I think it was pretty sweet. Could just do a 4th Adeline. This card's crazy. But there are lots of ways you could build it. You could just play Braves. You could put Braves. I don't think March was that good. Maybe March should just be like the 3-drop. I don't know. Maybe we could chip these down. Maybe we should add more Lorans to the deck. Add more Orvars, maybe. There's lots of ways you could build it. I do like the Sanctifiers, though. 2-mana Connive guy. Oh, there's lots of things. You could even play the Shield of New Prov guy. So much stuff you can play in this list. But that's gonna do it for this list now. So let's end that. Stop that. So now I'm gonna give you guys a choice. It's voting time. New poll. What?